What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JC's Learning Edge. We back, y'all. We back. I'm so glad you joined us on today for our Friday deep dive. And I know it's a little different. I normally come on here on Friday to follow up on a Wednesday's midweek motivation, but this week I had to practice what I've been preaching to you guys about how rest is a part of the grind. So I had to get me a little rest, but I'm back. Um, I'm strengthened, I'm re energized, and I'm ready to teach. So I hope you all are ready to learn and listen. So I'm so glad about our topic on today, and we're going to be talking about why saying no is your superpower. You see, a lot of people struggle with no. They feel guilty. They feel like they're letting someone down. They feel like, or sometimes, they're just afraid of missing out on something. But here's the truth. Every yes you give is automatically a no to something else. If you say yes to every request, yes to every event, yes to every opportunity without thinking, you might be saying no to the very thing that will move your life forward. So today I'm going to give you 3 ways to master the art of no without guilt, without burning bridges, and without losing your drive. And that leads me to my first point. Note that no, your no protects your yes. I'm going to say that again. Your no protects your yes. Now, think of your yes like money in a bank. You can't spend it everywhere and expect to still have enough for what really matters. Every time you say yes, you're making an investment. And the question is, are you investing in something that will bring you a return? Are you just throwing, your resources away? Just wasting them. And here's what I mean. And this is very practical even for myself. If I say yes to staying up late watching a show I don't even care about, or scrolling on TikTok watching videos that aren't really, helping me, I've just said no to waking up energized for the work I need to do in the morning. Here's another one. If I say yes to taking on a task for someone else that has nothing to do with my goals, and I've said no to putting that same energy into my own progress. The problem isn't that we say yes, it's that we say it too quickly, without asking, what will this yes cost me? So here's a practical tip. Before you give an answer, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, does this align with my vision? Does this help me grow? Does this move me forward? And if the answer is no to those questions, then your answer should probably be no to them. And let me clear something up really quick. I'm not telling you never to help someone, but when you say yes to everybody else's task, you're consequently saying no to everything you have to do. So yes, you're helping them improve as we should. You're helping them do better as we should, but then you're leaving nothing. You're leaving no leftovers for yourself. As I said, think of your yeses like money in the bank. You're giving out your money. You're giving out your yeses to everyone else and not saving any for yourself. So that's all I'm saying. And that leads me to my second point. Your no sets boundaries people will respect. You see, when you say yes to everything, people get used to thinking your time isn't valuable. Not because they're trying to take advantage of you, not all the time. There are sometimes, but not all the time. But because you trained them to believe you'll always make it work. You see, boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about keeping your priorities safe. For example, um, back when I was managing my schedule well, there's times where I get last minute calls to help with a project that weren't even mine, and I'll drop everything. Didn't matter if I had a family outing, I would drop everything and try to be there. Stress myself out, fall behind on my own work, leave my family to go do whatever. And you know what happened? People just assumed I'll always be available. But the moment I start saying I can't do it right now, but I hope it works out, things change. People start thinking twice before asking me to step in unnecessarily. And when I did say yes, they valued it more because they knew, it meant I was making a real sacrifice. So here's a practical tip. You teach people how to treat you. And this is something I can't take credit for. My parents taught me this. You teach people how to treat you. When you set a boundary and stick to it, you communicate, I take my time seriously, and you should too. And that leads me to my third point. Your no strengthens your focus and your discipline. You see, every time you say no to something that doesn't line up with your purpose, you're saying yes to focus. Think of focus like this is a really good example, like a camera lens. The more you zoom in, the clearer the picture. But if you keep zooming out to look at everything, the picture gets blurry. You see, when you're focused, you stop being busy just to be busy and you start being intentional. You see, we've talked about that, being intentional. Don't have your eggs in too many baskets because it's multitasking truly does not exist. Your brain just flips. You do better when you find something, you find one thing and you focus on it. Remember, I told you, don't work on three assignments trying to get three papers done at one time. Finish one paper, then move on to the next one. That's how you get your progress. Um, and remember, discipline is built in the little moments, not when you feel like it. But when you choose to protect your focus, even when something fun or easy is calling your name, you know, that's where your progress comes. That's when you find yourself becoming successful. So here's my practical tip. Before you accept anything new, look at your existing commitments. If it doesn't fit into your top priorities for the week, don't squeeze it in. Let it go, because then you find yourself overbooking yourself, which makes you more susceptible to burnout. So don't overbook yourself. Don't be stressed out. Because one thing I realized is that when I start setting boundaries and I start really trying to protect, you know, my time and my focus and not just making myself so available to everybody at all times, because that's the thing I had to realize. I can't be everything to all people. But what I realized, even when I couldn't be there, things still got done. That person was still able to live. Even though I couldn't help them, they were still able to live. So I need you to take that pressure off of yourself. Take that pressure off of yourself. Things will still be okay. But you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about making sure you make time for yourself, helping yourself progress through your journey to achieve your goals. Because if you don't put the time in with you, if you don't make time for you, nobody else will. Let me say that again. If you don't make time for you, nobody else will. And if you want to go deeper on this, in my book, Graduating Half the Time, The Secrets of Self-Paced Learning, I share how learning to protect my time and energy through boundaries and focus helped me hit big goals faster without burning out. And if you want strategies you can apply right now to level up your productivity and protect your progress, grab your copy. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook version. The link is in the description and in my bio. So remember, every no you give is really a yes to something that matters more. Man, that kind of hit me deep. Hold on. Remember, every no you give is really a yes to something that matters more. It's how you keep your schedule clear. It's how you keep your energy high. It's how you keep your goals in sight. So protect your yes. Use your no with confidence. The people who win big aren't the ones who say yes to everything. They're the ones who know exactly what to say no to. And remember, success doesn't shout, it shows up. And it shows up when you're focused, intentional, and unapologetic about guarding your time. And that being said, stay disciplined, stay focused, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.